Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about collars. We're going to be talking about cheaper Amazon collars, more expensive collars that we got from like Rogue, and some what they call shark collars from Elite FTS. First collar we have is an Elite FTS, I believe they call it the shark collar. It's an open end. Bought it because I thought it looked cool. I like Elite FTS. It's harder to get on a regular bar, so I actually don't use it on my regular bars too much. It's skinny, so I actually have a tendency to just put it onto the reverse hyper. So I have plenty of room for the weights on that because of how short the weight tree is on that. It also adjusts. So if this starts getting loose from wear, you can adjust this out to make it tight again, which is a nice little feature. Next up we have the Oso collar. We got these from Rogue. The body's metal, which I like. This handle is kind of like a cheap plastic, and then these are just the rubber that attaches to the bar, and these actually will pop out, and you can get different colors for this. You can actually get the collar in different colors as well, so that's a nice touch. And so it's actually, so I find myself struggling to get this on most of the time because right now you can see this is loose. There's actually a notch. So if you pull this back, then it clicks and then it slides on easier. It's still kind of tight. Rogue bars have a little rib action. So a smooth bar might be better, but they're kind of hard to get on. And then there's the actual clamping down that we find very, very difficult. Like maybe it's a technique thing or something, but we've also actually broken the handle on our first pair that we bought. It developed a crack right there, so it actually would just pop right off. And apparently it happens enough that they sell a repair kit for this that I guess you just pop out the pins and replace this handle. Rogue didn't have any of the handles left, and so Rogue sent us a replacement pair of collars, and I mean they work, but they're a little easier to pop off. But yeah, we just don't use them as much. So we'll show you the collars we use the most. So the collars we use the most are actually these cheap ones that you just can find on Amazon. I think they're supposed to mimic kind of a lockjaw. As you can see, I bought this a long time ago from, it looks like a Clout Fitness. And then this is like an Iron Lab. Bought it because it's pink. But these, I can just slip them on nice and easy. The pink one's still a little new, so it's still a little bit tighter, but I mean, these are they both hold, and they hold fine for deadlifts, squats, bench. So for what we do, because we're not doing Olympic weights and dropping them from overhead, they work great. And like I said, these are the ones we usually use. We'll grab a specialty bar and then kind of show you how well they work with those as well. We'll start with this little kind of open collar, and see, that goes much easier than on a regular barbell, because this is an Elite FTS cambered bar, and when you buy these and any of the Elite FTS cambered or specialty bars, they'll let you know, they have a warning on there that regular collars will not work, because this is just slightly smaller than a regular Olympic barbell. The sleeve is. So that's part of the reason why they sell kind of these, is that they clamp on nice to a specialty bar, and then apparently this little plastic thing, like if it starts wearing down, you can actually turn it and to get it to come out a little bit more, so you can continue to adjust it as this wears down. But mine's super tight because I usually just put it on and leave it. The Oso collar, I have it locked all the way, but so goes on a little bit easier. I don't have to worry about that whole getting it to that notch to move it on and off. But once again, it holds. And last, we'll do these cheap ones. So these, super easy to get on. And they do not, well, this one's new enough that it still holds. I can get that to move if I really wanted to. But yeah, so these aren't as tight on here. So specialty bar, like, yeah, you might need different collars. These cheap ones will work. It just depends on what kind of work you're doing. So specialty bar, like, you're not necessarily going to be dropping it from overhead, but for something like pendulum rows, you might get some movement out of these collars. I don't have any issues with bench, but if you're a super strong bench presser and you get out of the groove, this will probably go ahead and slide if you have weight on there. Especially, like I said, big bencher with several hundred pounds, probably won't hold, and you'll probably need a different collar for a stronger grip on this bar. Short little video, just hopefully that kind of gives you an idea. It's just like, so here's like $15 collars from Amazon. They work, they're cheap. You can, if you like that design, I don't know if the more expensive versions of this design open and close as easily. But there's more expensive designs that might hold a little bit better than these. These are a lot more expensive. These were like $50 to $60. We don't use these that much, actually. We kind of just put them down, probably because they're so much harder to put on, and these ones work. Like I said, then this one I usually put onto my reverse hyper, and I kind of just leave it. But otherwise, I'd probably use it for specialty bars, because I would use it more, but like I can hang it here, but otherwise it's not a complete circle, so I can't just throw it on like the weight pins or something like that. It won't stay there. So you kind of have to have a flat place to put it. So hopefully that helps you making a decision on what kind of collar you want to get. Thanks for watching.